Paul Harris filling in for McGraw today. Kelly's got the day off as well. But by law, we must have somebody from Channel 5 on this show every day. And sometimes you have to go all the way around the world to find somebody. And look who we found in the mountains above Sochi, Russia. It's Channel 5's Casey Nolan. Hi, Casey. How are you?
I'm well, Paul. Good morning to you.
We keep hearing that the weather in Sochi is like 50 degrees. What's it like up in the hills?
You know, it's about 50 degrees. Can you believe that? Yeah, it was not much colder. If when the sun goes behind the mountain or the clouds and the breeze picks up, it's chilly. But they're actually having a little bit of an issue with the warm weather. Yesterday it was even sunny and warm, and the snow kind of got soft, and some of the skiers had to cancel practice, and the snowboarders are worried about the half pipe conditions and all kinds of stuff going on. And so it's not ideal. Kind of like earlier, we kind of likened it to a muddy, sloppy football field. Everybody has to play in it, but maybe you don't get your best performances.
Yeah, I heard Hannah Teeter, who's an American two-time Olympic medalist, say that it's dangerous. Here's the quote: "It's dangerous because it's crappy."
Yeah,
that's technical ski talk.
Right. To put it scientifically, yeah. And in all seriousness, I didn't see them, but I'm with some colleagues from Denver. And they were covering a slope-style event skiing, and they saw some pretty nasty crashes, and they think it's really attributed to the quality or lack thereof of the snow.
Is it true that some of these skiers have been landing in puddles at the bottom of the hill?
Skiers been landing in puddles at the bottom of the hill. I haven't actually heard that one. We've not seen puddles, but definitely we've seen grass. Where there would you would want there to be snow. When you look up the side of the mountain, so they put what snow they manufacture, they put that where it needs to be, but in the other areas it's a little barren at times.
Are
the beautiful nonetheless? I got to say the views up here are majestic.
I'm sure they are. Are the athletes complaining, and can the athletes by complaining get anything changed, especially on the half pipe where Shaun White is supposed to have a run today?
And I don't know how much they got changed, but I do know they were working on it, and I do know they have complained. Yes, they've or maybe voiced some concerns might be the way to say it. And whatever they decided to do, they're underway. We're 10 hours ahead here.
Yep.
Qualifying has already started. Shaun has already made 2 runs, I believe, on the half pipe. So it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, we understand he's in first place after those 2 runs. Andrew's just telling me here. So. Well, that's good news that he was able to do that and have successful runs and not get hurt and not get too slushed out by the conditions there.
Right. And I just got off the phone. If I'm allowed to change the subject slightly, but still in the half pipe arena. I don't know if you knew about this, but we're following a young 10-year-old boy from St. Louis who is battling cancer and is doing a great job, and he's on his way to being cancer-free. He was granted a Make-A-Wish. His name is Ben Hughes, and the wish was to come to the Olympics. They made it happen, and he not only got to go to the Olympics, he got to go to his favorite events, including the half pipe. Just got off the phone with you just before I got on the phone with you. I got off the phone with his father, who said Shaun White, after his second run, jumped 2 barricades and made his way over to Ben to say hi, and just made his day, made his mom cry.
Wow, that's fantastic. 10 years old and at the Olympics, having a great time.
Yeah, it's an amazing family and an amazing young man. He actually picked up snowboarding while undergoing chemo and just fell in love with the Olympics, and here he is. Sorry, not to hijack the topic. I apologize.
No. That's right on topic. Don't worry about that. Now, I'm curious. I went to the Olympics in 1992 in Albertville, France, another Winter Olympics, and I was covering it for a radio station at the time. And I always thought it was a little bit weird because during the day we'd see the ski jumpers, and in the evening you may go to see the figure skaters. But aside from that, it was such an unbelievable view all the time, just looking around at these mountains, that I was kind of just stunned by my surroundings 24/7. Have you felt that while you're there, Casey?
Yeah, and I would just add to that, as exotic as France is, then throw on the mysterious of Russia. Growing up, and Russia was always the bad guy, right? You know, they were always kind of unknown. So here we are, surrounded by that majesty you just described, and then add on to that the layer of I'm standing in Russia right now. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Have you found your way around?
And so much more familiar than you might expect. Anywhere you go, it's just people, trying to make it, and it's amazing, how familiar it is yet so foreign.
How do the Russians that you've met respond to Americans?
Very well so far. Now, maybe it's a Midwestern thing where we like to smile and say hi and nod and whatnot walking down the street. So I won't hold that against them if they don't smile at you just for the sake of it. But if you strike up a conversation or if you ask for directions, they're very, very kind, very welcoming. It's been a great time. In fact, just yesterday, I kind of wandered over to a different side of the park down in the coastal range, where I finally kind of found that Olympic spirit, if I could be so corny, where you've got all of these different nationalities kind of blending together. The music's going, the architecture is inspiring, and it's just really, it's magnificent. A lot of people, come up to you and just want to say hi, wave at the camera. They see the little NBC peacock, they figure out we're from the States, and they want to say hi. And then I say the couple of words I've got in Russian, and then that's about where it ends. And then from there, it's smiles and laughs, and it's a lot of fun.
What did you learn in Russian?
Privyet, do svidaniya, and dobre ocho. No, dobre noche. That's good night. Dobre utro is good morning. Privyet is like hi. Do svidaniya is like goodbye.
Yeah.
That's about it. The best one, spasiba.
Spasiba, which means thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who went there. I have a friend who went there and kept telling people placebo. I said, that's not the word.
I can't say for sure I haven't done the
same. What about we kept hearing late last week from reporters who were there who were running into problems with their hotel or their accommodations. How's that been for you?
It's been fine for me. I kind of got tired of hearing that everywhere. It just kind of went wild online. But you know what? Maybe if I'd have shown up with, an incomplete floor in my hotel, I might have been hacked off too. Who knows? But my experience has been fine. Of course, I am staying with a large contingency of NBC affiliated folks. Who knows? They're the rights holder. Maybe they got their hotel completed first. I have no idea. But the vast majority of the people I've run into have had a pretty good experience.
What else is going on today that people will be able to see in prime time on NBC tonight?
Well, prime time for sure is half pipe. Also in prime time is tonight. Let's see. Slopestyle. Slopestyle is going in prime time. That's always entertaining, and one of those things like you can't possibly imagine how a human body can fly in the air like that and do those tricks. But you're going to want to see the half pipe. I think that's what everybody here is talking about.
Yeah. Well, I hope that they continue to have safe runs, as Sean apparently did today and is now in first place. I know we've just spoiled prime time for NBC by telling people that, but that's one of the problems.
It's that's just qualifying. You're going to want to stick around and see what we don't know here what happens. The results are not in by any means.
Nice tease, Casey. Hey, I really appreciate you checking in from the hills there, and have a great time there. It's a unique experience. I hope you get everything you can out of it.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to try to bring a little bit of it back home, Paul.
Casey Nolan from KSDK Channel 5 here with Paul Harris on McGraw Live in the Morning on the Big 550 KTRS.
Find a great